Yo, it's day one. I'm just walking up the stairs to the studio. Kind of have an idea in mind, but we'll see how it kind of plans out. I'm gonna have a fiddle around on the piano for like the next 10-15 minutes. It's like 10:30. I am, ready to go, ready to start track one of my first album. I'd also just like to quickly say that the theme word for this month is called Vision. The reason I'm calling it Vision is basically just to give me as much freedom as possible for this first album, just so I can kind of get all the ideas out I want without having everything being too, I guess, the same. So as I said, I had an idea and it was basically just, turn this up a bit, F, G minor, E flat major, or something along those lines. Or maybe we'll do it as like a... So I'm just playing the F and B flat in the right hand, and then... Or maybe like a... Something like that. Right, I'm back. I've basically just been looping this round, and I'm just kind of going around some lyrics in my head, basically. I think into the chorus is what I have, which I like at the moment, which I feel quite strong. Something like, da-da, there for you, or something along those lines. You know, I'll be there for you. And I also jotted down some lyrics for maybe a verse, which is Moonlight takes the night. I see summer in your eyes. Just give me one more drive, then I better say goodbye. I don't know if I like the better say goodbye, or, you know, I'm not really 100% sure if I'll go with that. But yeah, maybe later on in the video, I can do a quick 2 or 3 minutes explaining the song. I can put the lyrics on the screen and I'll just explain the story of the song, really. Yeah, try and take you on the journey as much as possible. It'd be nice to maybe have some sort of big kick and snare in the chorus, like a while I'm playing I'll be there for you, something like that is what I have, and maybe some big backing vocals, whatever it is. That's what's coming into my head right now, kind of a big anthem in the chorus, really, a chant, even the chant, I guess you'd call it. Maybe I've been listening to a lot of I don't know, noughties pop music, or 2010 pop music, and you know, a lot of that stuff had chants in there. I'm gonna pencil these lyrics in, start recording vocals, and get back to you once I've finished. Hey everyone, I'm back with my headphones on, and I'm just going to take you quickly through some of the production ideas that I threw into the track. And I also know I said that in my intro video, I didn't kind of want to go too crazy with how many instruments I added, but as soon as I had in my head that I wanted this to be a pop, big chorus, chanty chorus, I just started layering a few more tracks. So without further ado, we can jump straight into the project now. And I'm starting at the bottom with the drums. So really, it's just quite simple. There's a kick and a snare and a drum loop, basically, to start, which I can play for you. I'll be there for you. And I basically just added, I started with that and then I added to it. So in bits that needed some more layers building up into a chorus, into the from the pre-chorus into the chorus, I've just added some bigger claps, kind of stadium claps for that anthemic feel. I also then added a Phil Collins crazy drum loop from a Kashmir sample pack. Now Kashmir's just really well known for having good samples, drum samples, well actually instrument samples, so I've just kind of thrown that in and used it at every possible opportunity. Moving on quickly to the keys. So I originally started out with this layer here, which I wrote a lot of the song to, whilst building up some of the other keys I added. For example, in the pre-chorus, I added just a slight variation. And then keys 3 just plays a little counter melody. And this was stuff that was just, I actually originally played in. It was really easy just to copy and paste. Now, I do have a lead bus, which I think maybe has 3 or 4. It just felt right for this kind of anthemic feel in the chorus. And that's just playing those 2 notes, that kind of pedal note, duh, 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 which I'll play for you now. And it's the same story with the synth bus, which actually just plays the chords. There's like a bass in there, everything I could just to make it as thick as possible. That's probably 4 or 5. Maybe 6. But once again, I think I don't want this to be like an ongoing theme. I just felt for this track, I wanted to make it as kind of big as possible in the chorus. And that brings me on to the vocals. And I have spent quite a while on the vocals, getting everything right to how I wanted it to sound, putting some backing vocals in. I'm naturally a tenor, and I sung this kind of the octave lower than I maybe should have done for the first verse, but I'll play it for you now. Losing track of time, I don't need this again. And then I just added backing vocals. There's just loads of backing vocals to support my vocal, basically, support the lead. I guess you'd kind of say to get that radio sound, to hear what as a lot of the vocals you hear on the radio are they're always stacked out a lot, so that's all I've done here, and I'm just basically sung over, put it on loop and kept singing, and then comped it into how it sounds now. So, if we choose, we play the game, and if we lose, then who's to blame? You know. And then these backing vocals here are just what I added for the chorus, which I was kind of I stuck with my original idea. I'll be there for you. Those were the vocals, so quite a lot of vocal tracks as well, probably a little bit more than I wanted to do. You're probably watching and thinking, oh, I want to hear more, or the full song. Once I've spent maybe an hour or 2 just cleaning it all up, mixing what I want to mix, bouncing out certain parts so it's not as crazy in the project and eating away at my CPU. I will put the full audio out tomorrow so you can listen through, and then even you can come back and rewatch the video and just like search for different things. For example, how I process my vocals. I am using Waves Tune at the moment. Hopefully we'll get Antares at some point very soon just to throw on. I'm not sure it's going to be great for me to try and melodyne everything right now because of the amount of vocals I kind of threw on this. But yeah, just throwing on an auto-tune, compressors, de-essers, more compressors, exciters and reverbs that doesn't seem to have loaded. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to give you a quick breakdown of the track. Now, I want to basically give you a breakdown of the lyrics. I stuck with my original idea, which I think was possibly the first lyric idea that came to my head, which was like, I'll be there for you. Now, if you read the lyrics through the verses and the pre-chorus, losing track of time, I don't need this again, seen it all before, just messing with my head. So if we choose, we play the game, and if we lose, then who's to blame? You know, I'll be there for you. And I think the story and the message from the song is just a relationship theme where even though things might all be going wrong, or you kind of realise that it's coming to an end, it's just a case of you knowing that you'll probably always be there for that person. This is also kind of explained in the second verse. Moonlight takes the night, I see summer in your eyes, just give me one more drive, then I better say goodbye, which was also the lyric that I think I said earlier, and I've just kind of stuck with it and kept with it. I kind of realised throughout the whole of the year of me writing, it's probably best for me to think about lyrics a little bit, but try not to overanalyze. As long as they make sense in terms of the song, then that's okay. But yeah, going back to this, maybe, you know, you're having one last drive with this person who you've been with, or you kind of know this is that one last drive and you're slowly coming to the end of your time together. And you can just say, you know, it's time to say goodbye, but I will always be there for you and I won't turn my feelings off, as the chorus kind of chants out. I really do like the pre-chorus, which is, so if we choose, we play the game, and if we lose, then who's to blame, you know? And I think that's just questioning. At the end of the day, sometimes in relationships, there often is not someone to blame, but something to blame that's gone on. That's probably what I take from the song. If you disagree with me, feel free to put it down in the comments. Or actually, tell me what you get from the song. And yeah, let me know if you think of anything different, or you read, I don't know, or different thoughts come to you when you hear the lyrics, or the instrumental, or the song, or whatever. I'd love to know what all of you guys think. As I said, it'll be the full audio tomorrow, and I'll probably be back in a few days for track number 2. But yeah, it's been an interesting day for me, kind of being cooped up in here while the sun's been shining a little bit, and probably going to go outside now and get some sunlight. But thanks for watching, and I will link all of my social medias down below. I'll also link the lyrics down below so you can read them. And yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and share it, and subscribe if you haven't. And thanks for watching. Peace. Bye.